Hi everyone, it's Marissa from bumblebeeapothecary.com, and today I'd like to show you how I cook beef heart. So this is just one of two different ways that you can cook beef heart. This is the way that I do it the most often. I'd like to also show another method in another video in the future where it's cut and cooked more like steak, but for now I'm going to show you this really easy way that we have really been enjoying. It's very similar to my beef tongue recipe where you just basically throw some things in a pot. You're making meat stock at the same time, so I like to add some bones and stick it in the oven for 4 to 6 hours. Add your other vegetables later and it's good to go. It's very flexible as far as what vegetables you want to add. You can add lots of different ones depending on if you're on GAPS or not and what stage you're at. I'm going to be doing carrots, peas, and onions, and those are just the ones that we have a lot of right now and have been eating and enjoying. So let's get started and I'll show you how to do this. So first I'm just going to take it out of its wrapper. I am starting with the beef heart frozen. It would be ideal to have it thawed, but I didn't plan ahead well enough, so we're gonna start with it frozen and it'll still be fine. Just sticking it right into my cast iron Dutch oven. I have my stove preheated to 300 degrees. Actually today I bumped it up to 315 since I am starting with it frozen, just to give it a little more of a boost of heat. And then I'm going to add some marrow bones. I'm just going to put those around it. Still not coming apart. Next I'm going to coarsely cut up one onion and add that. Next I'm going to chop up some carrots and add those. I'm going to do the carrots in bigger chunks since they're going to be in there for a while. Next I'm going to add some salt. I have my Baja Gold mineral salt that I'm just adding to taste. A little bit of pepper. And then 3 bay leaves. Last of all, I'm just going to add some filtered water. I'll do just a tiny bit more. Then I just put my lid on. It'll settle down once things have thawed more. And then put it into the oven. And 4 to 6 hours is usually good, but like I said, since we're starting with the heart frozen this time, I'm going to be planning on 6 hours. Right before I'm going to serve it, I'm going to add the peas and let them cook for a short time, and then it'll be ready to go. And I'll show you the next step of cutting it up and serving it. Okay, so now it has been cooking for about 6 hours. I went ahead and added the peas just a little bit ago. I don't like to let those cook super long, so they should be just about right. I have it out of the oven here, and all that there is left to do is to just cut the heart up into like stew meat sizes and then add it back to the pot. And then remember those marrow bones that I had in there too. We can knock the marrow out and either add it back to the pot, or what I'm going to do is just take those out on their own and scoop the marrow out and eat it straight. That way I know I get all of it. So let's take this out and start cutting it up. Got a really nice meat stock in there. So there's quite a lot of fat on the top here. Woo! And liquid coming out. I forgot about that. The chambers in there hold liquid. But what I do is try to slice it into 1-inch chunks or so. I just leave all that fat on there because Some of us are on the GAPS diet and we need all the animal fat we can get. And the more you eat it, the more you get used to it, the more your body wants it. And it's not as weird as it might seem if that's not something you're used to doing. That's what Dr. Natasha says to do, so that's what we do. So I'm just cutting up these little chunks. And then we'll add those all back to the pot. Do that with this whole entire heart. And then you can just serve it up with everything in a bowl. You can serve the meat stock on the side, but we usually do everything in a bowl. So there you go. Don't forget to take that bone marrow out if you did bones like that in there, and enjoy that. But that's how we like to make beef heart into a stew. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing that. If you did like this recipe, give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody else who you think would like it. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out 2 videos every week on nourishing recipes and natural living. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.